now is Rod Husband, President and CEO at Epic Gold. Great to meet you.
Yeah, thanks, Mark. Good to meet you.
So a real flurry of activity at Epic Gold, which used to be Exploits Discovery, changed the name. You just came on about a month ago with the company as CEO, but as you said, you've been on the board for 5 years or so. The company also sold its Newfoundland assets, and the main focus is Quebec and Ontario. So can you sort of piece it all together for us? And actually, firstly, why was this the right fit for you? Because you were close to the story?
Yeah, because I knew it well, and I knew the new properties coming in, and it's not very often you get a chance to jump into the driver's seat of a company that's as well funded now as Epic is.
All right. And so a brief overview of what I just mentioned off the top in terms of the assets and the focus now.
Yeah. We were in Newfoundland for 5 years and spent a lot of money there and had some good results, but had trouble following them up. So, we as a board got together about a year ago and said, look, we're not having great success here. We still had a reasonably good treasury, and we said we need to start looking elsewhere. And then let's see if we can divest. So we actually did quite a detailed evaluation of several projects in Canada and the US. And these ones came up. They were a very reasonable deal. They have an established resource base on them, so it was a good place to start and grow. So it was just a good fit. Everything worked out, good timing.
So 3 high-grade projects in Quebec, and currently the focus is Fenton, and there's drilling underway. So can you elaborate on what you have there and the work being done?
Yeah, Fenton was the focus mainly because it was permitted first. So Benoit and Wilson are in the process of getting permitted, so they'll see drilling sort of as soon as that happens. They all have good drill targets.
Okay.
Fenton, we just finished 10 holes, 4,200 meters, actually, just late last week. So we're just waiting now on assay results from them. We have resubmitted all of our assays, so we're going to be a little bit delayed in when we thought we'd put them out, because there is a chance that one of the samples that the lab double checked came back with some coarse gold. So we said, okay, you better rerun them all using metallic screens. So we've just bit the bullet on timing a bit, but we'll see. We won't miss any gold if it's there.
Okay. And so Benoit and Wilson in the permitting process, eventually you'll drill there, like maybe later this year. It's hard to know.
Yeah. It's fairly straightforward permitting. So I would think that we're probably ready to move in there when the snow is gone now. Benoit won't be till next winter because it's on a lake, under a lake. So we need the ice to drill it. But Wilson is year round. It's summer or winter. So yeah.
And then in Ontario, you've got Hawkins. So what are the plans there with the Hawkins project?
Hawkins is, it's got about 320,000 ounce resource on it now. It's about a gram, just over a gram and a half, 1.6. And it's not, it's not huge. So it needs to be upgraded in terms of grade if that's going to become an economic project. But the beauty there is it's 60 kilometers long. And it's only, the McKinnon zones only represents about a kilometer of that. That's actually been drilled to any extent. On that 60-kilometer long deformation zone, which hosts the McKinnon resource, but also hosts, it's a deformation zone between tonlites and amphibolites, very similar to what hosts at Hemlo. So on that 60 kilometers, there's numerous places where high-grade gold samples have been taken. So we've got a lot of earlier stage exploration there, prospecting to work those up into potential drill targets.
Okay, very good. Now on the financial side, company is getting nearly $9 million from the Newfoundland assets, correct? And is that right?
Yeah, a little more now.
A little more now. Okay.
The price has gone up. When we cut the deal, it was done at $240 a share, and it's $385 now.
Oh, I see.
So it works out more like it's $11 million for sure, and a $3 million contingency payment on one claim that is in dispute with the government, and if they issue it to us, Newfound buys that for another $3 million.
Right.
So right now we have $14 million cash and equivalents, and potentially $17 million, and we have a $14 million market cap, 680,000 ounces of gold.
So you get the assets for free, right?
Essentially,
because you also did a private placement for $2 million. So how would you describe the cash situation? Sounds like it's good. Are you're kind of fully funded for now?
Yeah, we have about three in cash, and the shares in Newfound come free trading in a month, just early April. So we're well funded for whatever we need. We are still on the lookout because we are a well-funded junior. So the part of the process that brought us the project that we have right now, we had a lot of other ones that we were reviewing, and we continue to review, and there's potential that we might be active still on the M&A front.
I see. Okay. All right. So lastly here, Rod, you've got the attention of Eric Sprott. Owns 12% of the company. You're the new CEO. You know it well. You've been around for 5 years at least. New name. Everything's fresh and new. And so what's the key to executing and getting the word out to the market to let them know that you're here and it's worth paying attention.
It's doing more things like this.
Exactly. Yeah.
We need to actually get our story out there. That's the thing. We can say, oh, we're undervalued, but we're undervalued because the market doesn't know about us. So our focus over the next 2 or 3 months, as well as waiting for assays and doing work on the next project or two, is telling the market and telling investors what we have and why we're undervalued and represent a good investment.
I know it's early days, but are you getting good feedback at a conference like this, for example?
Yeah, it's been very good.
Yeah.
I mean, gold price bumps up in the last 6 months. Everybody's much more happy. But in terms of our strategy, yeah, it's solid. The investors like it. So, yeah.
All right. Thank you, Rod.
Okay. Thank you.
Good stuff. Good luck with everything. Rod Husband, President, CEO at the newly named Epic Gold.